Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Shelby with Woolly Mama Crochet, where I share free written patterns on my blog and tutorials on this YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be sharing with you how to create this cute picnic headband is what I'm calling it. It's a beautiful gingham, super easy and quick project. This one I made in a lightweight yarn, weight 1 cotton. This one's a little bit bigger. I used a bigger yarn. You can use any yarn and hook that you want. For the free written pattern, you can go to my blog, woolymamacrochet.com, and you'll find the full written pattern there. And if you want to just watch the video tutorial, that will be just enough. So keep on watching. For this pattern, you're going to need 3 colors. You're going to want a dark color, a medium color, and a light color if you're doing the gingham pattern. You can also just make it stripes or one solid color, or if you know how to do tapestry, you can probably do that and that would be super cute too. But really the possibilities are endless. So let's get started. A 4mm hook, but you can use any yarn and any hook. You're gonna want to have a tape measure just in case if you want to measure, or you can just follow what I'm doing and you should be good. So I'm going to start with the dark color, which is my red. We're going to put a slip knot on our hook. And then for this pattern, we're going to do a chain 69 plus 2, or you can do any multiple of 3 and then add 2. The goal for this chain is we want it to be about 14 inches long so we can wrap around our head. So I'm going to see if that's 69 or maybe a little bit different, but as long as you have about 14 inches for your chain, then you should be good. And you want it to be in a multiple of 3 plus 2 to turn. Okay, so I have 48 right now. Let's see how long that is. Okay, so that's pretty much 14 inches. So that's my multiple of 3 is 48, and then I'm going to add 2 more for the turning chain. So now I have 50. So yours might be a little bit different depending on the size of your yarn, but about 14 inches is good. And then we won't need the tape measure anymore. So to begin, we're going to do double crochets for this whole pattern, pretty much. So the first 2 chains is going to be our turning chain, and that's not going to count as a stitch. So we're going to start by doing a double crochet into the 3rd chain from our hook. So 1, 2, 3 right here. We're going to do a double crochet. And that will be our first stitch. We're going to do another double crochet into the next chain. And then for our 3rd double crochet, we're going to end by changing colors into our medium shade, which for me is going to be this pink. So get your next shade ready because we're going to finish the stitch with the new color. So to change colors, you're going to start by doing a double crochet like usual. And then when you're about to do the last pull through, get your new color and you're going to pull through pretty much like you're yarning over with the new color and then pull that through, and that will finish off your stitch. And now you're going to be working with the new color. So for this row, we're going to switch back and forth between our dark and our medium shade. So for me, that's going to be the red and the pink. And if you want, you can tie a knot between these. I'll do that just to secure it. I like to do a double knot. Okay. So now we're going to work 3 double crochets into the chain with our pink shade. And I like to work over my other color. So you kind of just hold it, and while you're putting your yarn through the chain, you also have the other color, and you just work it like normal. So that's 1. 2. I kind of like to work it over every other stitch. So now we're on our last pink one, because we're doing in multiples of 3. So we're going to change colors back. So we're going to finish off that double crochet using our red. So that's what it looks like. This is what the back looks like. You can see that we're carrying the different shade at the bottom. So I'll show you how we carry it again for this one. So we're going to keep carrying the pink because we're going back and forth, 3 double crochets, dark, medium, dark, medium, dark, medium, and working over our carried yarn. It's a lot easier than cutting your yarn each time, and it's a lot cleaner too. So just remember you're doing 3 double crochets, and then while you're finishing that last double crochet, the last yarn over you're going to do with the other color. That way it has a beautiful seamless color change, and then just work over the other color to carry it along with you. And it keeps it secure, so it's not really just dangling in the back. It's my favorite way of, working with the different colors. So this is where we're at right now. And let me show you the back. So you can see we're carrying that yarn. So just continue doing this all the way till the end. Just 3 double crochets of each color, just going back and forth. We're just going to change colors just like how we've been doing it, but we're going to add our new color now. So I have one last pull through, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to have my light colored row. So I'm going to add my white, which is my lightest color. Let's see if I can get a center pull for this. So just like before, we're going to just add that new color for our last yarn over and pull through. And then I'm going to tie a knot with the white. just to secure it, and then we'll start on the next row. So this next row is going to be our medium color and our light color. So I'm going to cut off my red. Let's find my scissors. Okay, so we don't need the red anymore, so I'm going to just take it off. And now we're ready to start on our next row. So with our new color, we're going to chain 2 and turn. Now we're going to work kind of opposites. We're going to do white, pink, white, pink, white, pink. We're going to carry our yarn towards us because we want to keep all of the carried yarns on the same side. So I'll show you how we do that. So I want to carry my pink. So I'm going to just hold it along the back like this, so when I go into the stitch I have it right there next to the stitch too. And we're going to do our 3 double crochets just like before. I like to carry it kind of in every other stitch. You can carry it in every stitch too, but I think that I just like this way better. And then again on that last stitch, just like before, we're going to change colors. I'm going to pull this color towards me because I want to keep it on this side. And then we're going to finish with the pink. And then I'm just going to keep carrying this yarn. So just like this, you can see I'm going through the stitch, but I also have that carried yarn there. And it kind of keeps it secure. So we're going to just keep doing this all the way across, just working these 2 colors, 3 double crochets each, just like before, but we're going to keep our carried yarn on the side that's facing towards us. So we can keep having them on the same side and then have the other side look pretty still, and I'll show you how that looks. So this is our wrong side, and then you can see this side is our pretty side, or the right side. So keep going along, and then I'll show you how we finish this row and start the next row. Okay, so I'm on the last set of double crochets. And then remember, when we finish this one, we're going to change colors, and we're going to go back to red, and we can cut off the white. So we don't need the white anymore. We can bring the red back, and then we're going to finish our double crochet with the red, so the new color, and then you can tie this one. I'm going to tie it to the white. Just make sure that you're tying it on the wrong sides, so then we don't see it. So now that's secure. We're gonna start with our red. We're gonna basically be doing the same as the first row, and we're gonna just keep switching back and forth. So chain 2 and turn. So here is how it looks so far. It's so cute. And we're just gonna do this until we have 5 rows total. Basically just going back and forth between the first row and the second row. So we'll do the dark, light, dark, and then we'll do a little border and the ties. So for this row, we're gonna be doing the same thing as the first row. And we're going to be carrying our yarns on away from us. So we can have the right side facing us right now. So remember, the chain 2 turning chain doesn't count as a stitch. And I'm gonna carry the pink yarn behind, just like this. Working 3 double crochets of each color. And then working the last stitch, we're gonna change color, and we're gonna keep the carried yarn away from us this time. Just like that. So continue just like we had done before, alternating colors, and then do this down the rest of the row. Okay, so now I'm on my last set, and we're going to change colors again after we finish this row. So now I want to put the white back. So we're gonna get the white, and we are going to cut off the red. Pull through, and I'm gonna tie my white and red tails together. So do this, and then chain 2 and turn. So we're going to repeat rows 2 and 3 until we have 5 rows, just like this. So if you need to go back and rewind the video, just go and repeat rows 2 and 3. And we're gonna just do that. And then once you're done and you have 5 rows, I will show you how we're gonna finish off. Remember, for this row, we're going to keep the carried yarns towards us, and then for the next row, we're going to change it back to away from us. So again, just finish off these next 2 rows, repeating rows 2 and 3, and then once we have 5 rows, I will meet you back here. Okay, so I am at the last of my 5th row. I'm going to change colors back to my dark color. If you ended on your dark color, then that's perfect. Just because I want to do my border with this color. So now all that we need is just one color. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut off my pink. And now I just have my dark. I'm going to single crochet around the entire border of this, starting on this side. So we're going to be working into the sides of these double crochets. So I'm going to put 2 single crochets into each side, just like this. So 1, 2, and now the white one, I'm going to put 2 single crochets. I'm going to try and work over my ends as much as possible. 1, 2. So now I'm going to be working in the pink one. 1, 2, and now the white one. 1, 2, and now this last one is pink. 1, 2. So that's this row. Now I'm going to be working a single crochet in each stitch here. In this case, this is our starting chain. So I'm going to be doing a single crochet into each of these chains. And I'm going to try and work over my ends as I go. So now we're going to work in this side, just like before. 2 double crochets, or sorry, 2 single crochets in each sideways double crochet. And I'm just trying to work over my ends. And now this is the top, so it's going to be really easy just to single crochet into each stitch until we get all the way back around to where we started. Okay, now we're back to the beginning. We're going to make our ties like this with our yarn still connected. We're going to chain 2, and then we're going to make a double crochet decrease in these first 2 stitches. To turn that basically into 1 stitch. and then we're going to double crochet into the next 6 stitches. Or until you have 2 stitches left, so we can do another decrease on the other side. Okay, so we're going to do another double crochet decrease. Like that. We're going to chain 2 and turn, and we're going to do the same thing. We're going to do a decrease on each end. So the first stitch is going to be double crochet decrease, and then double crochet across until you have 2 left, so you can do another decrease. Okay, so now I'm going to do a decrease in the last 2, like that. Chain 2 and turn. Do the same exact thing. Start with a decrease and end with a decrease. This will give us kind of like a little triangle shape. Keep going, same thing, chain 2, turn, decrease, and another decrease. Now we only have 2 stitches left. We're going to do a decrease right here. So it should look like this. We're going to make the chain, the tie now. So we're going to chain about as long as this. So that could be a good way to measure. Okay, so now I have a chain of 40. It's about the same length as my headband. I think I might leave it like this. On my first headband, since it was a thinner weight yarn, I went back and I did a slip stitch, or I think I did a single crochet in each chain until I got back. So you're welcome to do that. I think I'm just gonna leave mine as just a chain, and then I'm just going to tie it off, because I think it's going to be perfect, thick enough, just like that. So there's one side. Let's do the same thing for the other side. So you're going to need to reconnect your yarn with a slip knot, and then you see how there's 2 single crochets in each double crochet. We're gonna go find the first one. So there's 1, and then this first one's right here. That's where I'm going to connect, and we're gonna do basically the same exact thing that we had just done, starting with a chain 2, and then I'm going to double crochet in each stitch, including the one that I connected to, but actually the first one's going to be a decrease, if you remember. So I'm going to start with a decrease in these first 2 stitches, just like that. Double crochet into the next 6 stitches, and I'm just trying to work over my end here. Okay, and then the last 2 stitches are going to be another decrease. And then just like before, chain 2, keep decreasing on each side until you get to, you only have 1 stitch left, just like we did before. So here's my decrease on the other side. Chain 2, turn, start with the decrease, then do double crochets until you have 2 left to do the last decrease. Chain 2 and turn. This row is going to be 2 decreases. Chain 2, oops, chain 2 and turn. This row is going to be 1 last decrease. Like this, and then we're going to do another chain. So I chained 40 on my other side, so I'm going to do the same thing on this side. Okay, now I'm just going to fasten off my yarn. Just like that, and you're done. You just have to weave in your ends. So this is the pretty side, beautiful, cute little gingham, just like a picnic blanket. And then this is the back side. You can see all of the yarn that we carried. It's pretty secure. I just have to weave in my ends, and then we're done.